Hello YouTube, this is the Warrior of Cost coming in with another video. Today, this is going to be a different kind of video. One where I give it a topic and I'm chosen to go just talk about it and give my opinion and, maybe you'll hear some feedback from you people down in the comments. I'd love to hear it. And as always, just remember that this is just my opinion and some of it's not based on fact. Most of it, in fact, is based on pure speculation. And for these videos, I don't necessarily have a script, but I'm just going to be talking. So, if I mess up or stumble at some parts, you know that it's just me going and speaking into a microphone. So, let's get started anyway. So, today's topic is, will Disney ruin the new Star Wars movie? As you know, the Star Wars The Force Awakens is coming out in December of this year, 2015. So if you're watching this any other time after that, you're most likely right now pretty excited for it. I know regardless if it's going to be good or bad, that I'm stoked. I'm excited for this movie. Whether it's good or bad, well, that's right now for me is up to debate. When I first heard Disney was sold to LucasArts, I was very happy for Lucas because, he's worked so hard on this. There's been this whole expanded universe, which, by the way, if you don't know already, I'm a huge fan of the Star Wars expanded universe. I play Star Wars The Old Republic. I read the books. I do all that stuff, and I just find it great. So when Lucas sold Star Wars, I was pretty happy. I'm like, Disney, meh. I didn't really care too much about the rumors. And then they said, okay, we're coming out with another movie. So I was like, really? Okay, Disney, let's see what you do. So, of course I was nervous, because Disney has a tendency to, have on and off with movies. Like, Frozen, it's good at some parts, but I'm not a Frozen fan. If you're a music fan, the person who created the Frozen music knows his chord progressions, knows how music works, but it is so annoying when you hear it over and over and over again. That's what I don't like about Disney movies, they do the same thing over and over and over again, and people still like it. People go to a Disney movie because it's a Disney movie. But I'm glad that the hardcore Star Wars fans are analyzing what Disney is doing. So, I'm not against that Disney is trying to make a new movie, because that's what Lucas requested, but then again, at the same time, Lucas, I feel like he would have wanted them to use the expanding universe, because if you don't know, some of the people from Disney, I believe, I don't know if my information is correct on this, but from what I've heard, they've completely trashed the expanding universe, and you know what, I don't think that's cool. I think that the expanded universe should be, like I said, expanded on and used. Me personally, it's my opinion that the books that come after episode 6, take place after the movie episode 6, some of them are good. I recommend reading them. Others are kind of boring and would not make into good movies. So I'm glad Disney's kind of keeping some ideas from that and not. Overall, though, what a big mistake by Disney to get rid of the expanded universe. Really? Come on. You have all this time to come up with something, and they just go, you know what? We're just going to do our own thing. We're not even going to take the advice of... There's so many other brilliant Star Wars books and people out there. I really believe that they should have used the expanded universe instead of trashing it and going up against them. Because, you take YouTubers like Evan Nova and Jen Sarai, Jarl Poof, just the Grey Jedi, and you're just... Sometimes that's not considered, then their videos aren't considered accurate because the EU isn't accurate anymore. And I believe that's something that Star Wars fans kind of have to get over right now, and have to, the EU could still fit. I believe the EU is so good, and there will be, for one point I was almost considering the EU better than some of the movies, even though I'm a huge fan of the movies and consider them pretty superior to anything else. But back to where I was going about Disney. They came out with the first trailer. I was like, I was kind of on edge, because I was very nervous that Disney was going to mess this up with this trailer. They're attempting all these new things with this trailer and trying to impress people. People are going nuts over the droids and stuff like that, and the stormtroopers, etc., etc., etc. And I just, I didn't feel right. But, as you know, there was a new trailer that came out recently, and you know what? That's what really got my hopes up for Disney. I know that Disney is going to make this work. This one trailer kind of made my spirits go up. Like, you hear the dialogue and you see the Star Destroyer just crashed into the ground. Now, that is just it was a good trailer for me. And not saying that. Definitely trailers are deceiving. If anyone on the internet should know that, it's me. I've seen plenty of trailers and the movies have turned out to suck. I'll admit that. Doing this is no exception. I don't think that Star Wars should be any exception to this, because especially with Disney has a knack for making pretty, I don't watch too many Disney trailers out there, but I know most movie companies do this. They make a good trailer and then the movie comes out and it sucks. It sucks, and then people go like, what the heck? But you know what? They made some changes. Let's see what Disney has to offer for us. I believe if we remain positive about this new Disney movie, that it will turn out to be positive. We're also negative about, oh, Disney's going to mess this up and this up and this up. You know what? I say, sure, it sucks that they trashed EU, and that's the part I'm most frustrated about, that they trashed so much good stuff. But you know what? I think we should stick with it and be positive, and who knows? Maybe we'll like it. Maybe we'll fit in with the EU that is already here. We never know. I think that goes with anything in life. If you stay positive, it'll become better. But let's not get too positive. Let's remain down on earth and say, you know what, Disney, make us proud and be like, still be a proud Star Wars fan, even if you read the EU now. Like, if you're into EU things and you like reading them, that's good, because the EU has a lot of good stuff in it, and I personally love the EU, and I will never consider it inferior in any way to the movies, regardless if Disney trashes it. So that's what I think. So in conclusion, I think that the Disney movie is going to be something really great, that is going to be not something great, but something exciting. That's the word, exciting. I think the Disney movie is going to be exciting. Whether it's going to be good or bad is being left up to people, because this is the same thing that happened with Episode 1. Lucas went back and said, okay, we're making the prequel trilogy. People hated Episode 1, got some of the lowest reviews. But you know what? Some people came around in the end and said, you know what? This isn't that bad. Don't get me wrong. Number 1 is one of my least favorite movies, except for Darth Maul duel at the end, because that was just really good. I liked that. But in conclusion, it's going to be exciting. But you know what? Here's what I say. Let's see what Disney can do. And let's see how they treat Star Wars fans. So then after they make the movie and it comes out, then we could judge them. Let's not prejudge Disney right yet, because they haven't done too much with Star Wars. Yes, I'm frustrated about the EU, but let's try and be a little bit positive about this movie, okay? So this has just been my thoughts. I know I might have stumbled a few times or went off on a tangent, and, it just became a little bit boring, but glad for all you fans out there who are listening. Thank you. My name is the Warrior of Kos. I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, just my opinion. Like to hear from your thoughts in the comments. Really hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. And until next time, this is the Warrior of Kos, signing off.